Stand by, rehearsal, action.
So what was the film about?
The film was about a tramp who befriends this hippie, but then the hippie gets murdered, so the tramp goes on an adventure to find out who murdered the hippie.
The film's about a tramp and he meets a hippie and they make friends and the hippie gets murdered.
Okay.
He goes on a little hunt for some change to call the police and kind of finds out who the murderer is.
It's about a tramp who comes across a churchyard and makes good friends with the hippie that's squatting there in the hope of turning the church back into a Buddhist sanctuary. Unfortunately, the hippie gets murdered and the tramp goes to find change, and on his hunt he finds various suspects and eventually the killer.
It's about a tramp who somewhat unintentionally goes on some sort of quest to find out who has murdered his friend the hippie when after he invites him to squat with him in a churchyard. So,
The crew roles I did were camera, sound, directing and acting. They were all really good but quite hard.
I think they're all hard in their different ways, because you don't want to get any of them wrong, because you don't want a bad camera shot, because then it makes the movie look bad. If you get the wrong sound, then you can't really hear it on the edit, which isn't great. And then acting, making sure you're not looking at the camera. But I enjoyed all of them and learning about the different challenges that came with them.
I did some directing when I wasn't acting in it, and some sound as well. And probably the hardest was probably sound, because you're always getting the mic in shot. I mean, you didn't mean to, but it was always there.
Hi.
You're a vicar, aren't you, Wolverine?
Yeah. I played the hippie and a vicar who is a suspect in the murder of the hippie.
I played the old lady, who appears quite innocent and normal, but perhaps isn't. I don't want to give too much away. Maybe I just did. Oops.
Do you want to walk for us?
I don't know, I might fall down.
It's fine.
Cut me off.
Just fine.
I don't mind. Do a little bit of
I played the tramp, who tries to find out who killed the hippie. So, yeah, played the tramp.
Stand by for rehearsal.
The character I played was a geeky church spotter who is one of the suspects.
This is the coolest church I've ever seen. When I tell my friends, they'll be so impressed. Wait, I don't have any friends.
What's the best part of the course?
New friends?
I've learned that filmmaking is quite hard but very fun and rewarding.
I think that's what I learnt most, how important everyone listening and everyone working is to get it done and finished.
I've learned that you need a lot of patience in filmmaking, because you're standing around a lot, and you do a lot of takes of everything. So I learned that you need a lot of patience, which hopefully I have. But yeah, a lot of patience.
I've learned you need to be quite patient. You need to know what you're doing before you take your shot each time. You need to tell everyone what to do if you're directing.
Stand by, rehearsal, action.